Hi, this is Mimi. Welcome back to my channel. Pardon my voice. It is very early in the morning and I don't think I've talked yet today, so there's that. Anyway, in this video we're going to be working on my journal for the days of the 20th to the 26th. I think. With a little bit of a discussion of what's going to be happening in the upcoming month. Okay, because I got some news yesterday. So let's get started and we'll get to that when we get to that day. We're going to flip to where I ended off, which is all the way back here. Here it is, the 20th. Let's get a piece of paper so we can stamp the 20th on here. That was just sitting in my scraps, so it's what I'm going to use. I only pulled out one number stamp today. It's been a long morning already. My printer was giving me issues and would not print. Okay, so I'm just gonna stamp 20 because this is the 20th. Alright, and cut it out. I'm just going to use this line. Okay, put that aside in case I need it, and I'm going to cut it down just a little bit. And then I'm still trying to use this up, so. Is it empty? Nope. Alright, there we go. Alright, so what happens to... Oh. This is the day my boyfriend called me a bad mom. Not because I'm a bad mom. I'm not a bad mom. But because I was down here crafting. And then I came upstairs. And I rang my kid's doorbell because it's his day off. And it was like 11:30, and I was like, get your lazy butt out of bed. And then I sat down, and like a half an hour later, my kid comes walking down the hallway fully dressed. And he's like, I'm home. And I said, where the hell were you at? I had no idea he left. He's like, I had a dentist appointment. I was like, oh, also forgot he had a dentist appointment. And when I told my boyfriend that, he's like, wow, aren't you a great mom? It's like, shut up. I watched Quiet on the Set. Have you guys watched Quiet on the Set? If you don't want to be angry about life, don't watch Quiet on the Set. Okay? I'm just going to point that out. Okay? If you don't want to be angry about life and how young kids are treated, don't watch. But it was really good. Let's see. Oh, this is the day I decided to make peanut butter eggs for Easter. And, oh, that's dead now. Yay. Peanut butter eggs for Easter and peanut rolled eggs. And I'm telling you, I don't think my grandmother gave me the right recipe, but she did. It's the same recipe she gave everybody, because I asked my aunt and I asked my mom. And my mom has her original recipes, but I said to my boyfriend, I'm like, but things have changed since she wrote that recipe down all those years ago, right? Things have changed. Measurements on boxes are no longer the same, and it was like 2 boxes of powdered sugar. Well, what was 2 boxes back then? Who knows? Now a box is a pound. It might not have been a pound. So I don't know if, and then she just knew from making them over the years that she never wrote it down. So the one did not work for me. Let's see. Oh, my right ankle was hurting again. It's been bad. I've not worked out. Nothing. My right ankle was really, yeah, I just said that. Oh my gosh, listen to me. I just said that. Let's see. My grandfather was still in the hospital. They don't think he had pneumonia, but he definitely had a UTI. And God love her, my grandmother, she is in the early stages of dementia. And she woke up in the morning this morning and had a full-on conversation with my grandfather before she realized my grandfather wasn't there. And then she couldn't remember where my grandfather was. I'm telling you, watching the people you love get old is not fun. And my grandparents are the only grandparents that I have ever had. I've never had my dad's grandparents in my life. His mom died when he was 15. And then his dad was not in his life. I didn't meet his dad, well, that I can remember, like maybe when I was a baby, but I didn't meet his dad until I was 19. So the only grandparents I ever had were my mom's parents. And like watching them get old is horrendous and I hate it. We went to Subway for lunch this day. So, and then I got my dad's Subway because, you know, sometimes he asks for it. So he got Subway also. I'm just going to staple this in here. Okay, and then moving on. Oh, this is the day we got our new cameras. Our cameras that we had outside just stopped working. They were no longer connected to the app, and when I tried to reconnect them to the app, the lights wouldn't even come on, nothing, so they just stopped working. So we got new cameras, and oh my god, they're so much nicer than our old cameras. So much nicer. They're the Wize, W-I-Z-E brand, and you don't have to have a subscription service. You can add an SD card. And I think I have like a 32 gigabyte SD card in the front. I have to buy one for the back. But I had a micro SD card, so I put it in the front camera, and it's still like, it's been like 5, 6, 7, what day is this? 22nd? Today's the 27th, right? So 5 days, and it still hasn't filled up the SD card. And when it does fill up, it just starts overwriting the oldest videos. So it's a really nice camera, and the picture quality on the camera is super nice. Just in case you're interested in cameras, and they were a good price. The only thing is, if you get them, you have to make sure that you get the cords for outdoor. I just used my existing cords and they worked. So, there we go. Let's see. What else did I do? Oh, I dipped the eggs. I had made the eggs the day before, and then I dipped them this day. And then I said, I found out a secret to dipping. You add vegetable oil to the chocolate to thin it out a bit, and it worked so much better. And then I felt guilty about eating them because I didn't eat just one. I ate 4. Okay? I ate 4. Yep, I ate 4. It's fine. It's fine. Let's see. Let's erase this 23. And then this is the day I was like, I'm going to write on the yellow paper. Why? I don't know. But I did. And I hurt again. My ankle hurt. I think I can exercise today. And when we get to yesterday's date, I'll tell you that I have to exercise as much as I can the next week. So, I'm at least going to be able to go for a walk. Oh, man. Good enough. Okay. Let's see, what else did I do this day? So my ankle still hurt. I decided to rest it. This was the weekend, so I decided to rest it over the weekend. And I told my son he needed to make his own food or get takeout, so he got Chili's for dinner. I didn't want Chili's, so I had toast. Let's see, is there anything in here I can use on this page to decorate this page? Here we go. This is my ephemera box that I have all the ephemera that I want to use for the month in it. In case you were wondering, I have a video on how to make it. Okay, oh, so I read all day and watched YouTube videos basically all day, and I said that sometimes you just need a break for your mental and your physical health, and you do. And I really needed a break. But yeah, my kid wanted Chili's, and ordering from Grubhub, the upcharge sometimes is so expensive, and it's really annoying. I don't want to have my son pay. This said the 23rd. These were all dated wrong. Because I skipped. I went from 21 to 24. Nobody thought to tell me that? What the heck? Really? How did I skip from 22 to 23 to 24? How? The good news is, for next month, I actually pre-stamped my journal. So, but like seriously, how did it happen? I'm so glad I caught that now and not later. But look at that, just covered it. And we'll do the same over here because I'm a dum-dum. How does that even happen? I don't know. So now we're back at 23, correct? And the 23 was there. I erased it, and I still did 25. How? Okay. I'm putting it on the back of this paper because the ink is still wet, and I don't want it to. It already marked up my desk, and I'm going to have to clean my desk off. That's why I'm putting it on the back of that paper. Just in case you were curious. There we go. 23. How does that even happen? I'm telling you. Some days. It's been a long morning. My printer wouldn't print, which is really obnoxious. Come on. It's really obnoxious when your printer won't print. Okay. Alright, and then let's move on to the next. This is Sunday the 24th. I've read a bunch of books. Listen, Sunday is my soda day, and I had pineapple Fanta. So, pineapple Fanta is delicious. However, if you are like me and you don't drink a lot of sugar, it is jarring. Jarring. Okay? It's bad. It's the amount of sugar and how sweet it is insanity. Which is why I rarely have it, but it is really good. If you like pineapple, it's really good. And the boyfriend came home with 3 cases of soda because Target had like a deal. If you bought 3 cases of soda, you had 40% off. So he came home with all Mountain Dew. And he came home with the new, not the mango. I was so upset. He's like, I couldn't find the mango. I was like, oh, okay. But he came home with the other new Baja flavor, which is fruit punch. And that's actually pretty good. And he came home with the Spark, which is the raspberry lemonade flavor, which is also good. Okay, so now we're on the 24th. I'm going to stamp right on page. Let's see what it's do. Oh, I woke up and got a lot of stuff freaking accomplished. I don't know what was going on, but I got chicken in the crock pot for burrito bowls. That way I wouldn't have to worry about doing that. I went through all the utensil drawers and got rid of a bunch of garbage. Oh, speaking of garbage. Hold on, I gotta send a text. Okay. It's 24th, and then I read Linda Castillo's The Burning. It's number 6 in the Kate Burkholder series. It comes out in July, and it was good. I've never had a single problem with any one of her books. I love her books. I love her writing. Her stories are always very well written. There's usually not any plot holes. So. And then I read 2 other books, because why not? I think I'm at like 40 books for the month. I'm not sure though. All right. Oh, I also cleaned up we have a shelving unit right next to our refrigerator, and it's all animal food. So dog treats, cat food, cat treats, bird food, all that kind of stuff. And it's gotten out of control. So I bought containers and redid the entire, the entire shelving unit. Jeez Louise. This day I was working on a project, so I have this paper here. Should I do the black? I'm going to do the black side. This is a piece of scrap that was left over, so I just grabbed it. So I just grabbed the scrap. I'm going to stamp the date up here. So what are we at now? The 25th. And then I journal upstairs, and I didn't have anything, so I just pulled out these journaling cards I have upstairs and journaled on the journaling cards and taped them in the order that I journaled. So my right ankle was still hurting, because why wouldn't it be? I said my left one was feeling better. Here is what I wrote down, all of the dimensions for the project I was doing. I wrote down on this piece of paper, and I grabbed it and threw it in here because, you know, you never know when you want something a little extra to add to your journal. And I usually don't do this, but like I usually don't write the I used to do it all the time on TikTok, when I would write down the dimensions of everything and have it off to the side. I used to do it all the time on TikTok, and I don't do it anymore. I went to TJ Maxx. I have to try on those pants that I bought. There we go. I'm going to remind myself. Try on those pants you bought. And then where did we go? Why did we go? Oh, we went to Walmart first thing in the morning because we were on a hunt for something that my boyfriend saw on TikTok. And he saw a TikTok of somebody who claims, like, who knows, it's the internet, that he was one of the chefs for McDonald's, right? And he claims that there is a brand of chicken nuggets that is sold, that they're sold in stores, and that they are made, the same company that sells these in stores makes the McDonald's tempura nuggets, right? So the boyfriend tells me the brand, and I look it up, and I'm like, well, I don't see that brand anywhere. Like, that can't not be the right brand, because I'm not even finding it on their website. And then as I was searching, I found that it's branded around where I live by a different buy a different name, different company name, and that they have it at Walmart. So we went to Walmart. I never go to Walmart. My Walmart sucks balls. Like, no lie, my Walmart's horrible. It's horrible. So I never go to Walmart. But we went, and then we couldn't find them in the freezer section. And I opened up my phone because I'm like, this is not the right. I remember from the night before that it was not the correct aisle. That the aisle we were in for the frozen section was not the aisle that it said online. So we found them. Okay, it's in the like raw chicken. In case you're wondering, you'll see if you have it in yours, it's a bag of tempura chicken nuggets, and it's in with the raw foods because they're raw. So we went there, we got that, and then I went to TJ Maxx because I want to hunt for underwear. And can I find underwear anywhere that I like? Nope. That I'll pay the price for, actually. That I'll pay the price for? Nope. Because why does underwear have to be so expensive? And then we went later on to this doggy market. They call it a healthy pet market. Okay? And they make their own food, they make their own treats, and we got the dogs a meatloaf to share, and then some little bakery treats. And next door was an Aldi, and I had to laugh because we drive past there, like we just drove past there not too long ago. And because I had to go to the hospital for my MRI. Never saw that Aldi there. Okay, so we went to Aldi then. Okay. Anyway, and got those Wisconsin cheese bites. By the way, they were really good. Those Wisconsin cheese curds, they're really good. So, in case you're interested. All right, this is the 26th. This is yesterday. I had my doctor's appointment yesterday. So let's get down to, let me put this in here because I might need this receipt. So that's why it's in there. Let's get down to what's going to be happening. So I went to my doctor to go over the results of my MRI yesterday because I had an MRI last week, if you do not know this, on my left ankle. My right ankle, I have been hurt with my right ankle for like 9 years, and then in November of last year my left ankle started hurting. I rested until I could get into a doctor's appointment, so I rested for almost 2 months. And then I finally got into a doctor, and he put me in a boot. So I've been in a boot since January, and it's now end of March. So I've been in a boot for a good long while. I did physical therapy, all that jazz, because to get an MRI, you have to do physical therapy, or your insurance company won't approve the MRI. So I got my MRI last week, and I went yesterday for my results and to find out where we go from here. So I have a torn tendon, ligament, I don't know. One of those. Are they the same thing? I don't know. Something like that. So I have a torn, I'm going to staple this right here. A torn ligament, torn tendon, torn something. I don't know. So I had two options. Well, I had three, but one wasn't covered by insurance, so that was not an option. But I am going to put these over here. I had two options. I could have gone the non-surgical route and have a brace made specifically for me that I would wear the rest of my life. The rest of my life. Okay. Which I wouldn't care. That is probably what I will end up doing with my right ankle, because I've lived with this pain for 9 years already, so it's not really bothering me at this point. I feel it. It hurts. I'm used to it. Okay. And when I'm not used to it, like the past few days, I rest. It's not a big deal. It's a pain that I'm used to. My other option is surgery. And the surgery is a little intensive. And It includes removing my torn ligament, replacing it with another ligament or tendon, whatever it is, I don't know, from my leg, okay? Replace it with another one from my leg, and then reconstructing my foot, including lengthening, tearing down my heel, and then lengthening my heel by adding a bone graft. And then he might also have to lengthen my Achilles tendon, which he will do by slicing it. But he won't know till he's in there. When I told him I've never had surgery before, I've only ever had oral surgery. And when I told him that I've never had surgery before, he said, well, this isn't the surgery I'd want to have for the first surgery. So isn't that awesome? That's coming from my doctor. I will be in a cast for 6 weeks. And I will not be able to come down to my craft room. He specifically told me that I will be only able to do very few things. He said that, like, I'll be able to cook because I need to have one of those leg scooters. So he said, you'll be able to cook, but a lot of stuff I will not be able to do, and I shouldn't do. That he specifically said I need to be resting and recuperating. And then it is a total recovery time of 4 months. After I'm out of the cast, I will be in a boot again. And then I'll have physical therapy and all that. And the likelihood of this happening again is 0%, which I was like, oh, great. He goes, for that tendon, because it's no longer going to be there. But it can still happen to your new one. And if that happens, then we have to fuse your bone. And how did it happen? It happened for me working out. And because I'm a woman and I'm in my 40s, and that is what happens if you are female. It happens more to females. It happens more if you're 40 or older. And it happens more if you're overweight. Which, that's what I had all of that going for me. And it happens because of, it's a sports injury. It's a sports injury, basically. It happens to a lot. My boyfriend said it happens to a lot of players in different, like football, baseball, all that. It happens a lot. So, yeah. I am trying my hardest to pre-film as much as I can. My boyfriend said that he would bring up things that I needed to film upstairs if I wanted to film upstairs, but that means taking up my old foldable desk. That means taking my camera mount down and carrying that upstairs, and that means taking my light down and carrying it upstairs, and that means if I want a journal, which is actually not a problem, you know, he can just bring me up glue or tape and print out what I print out, because that's basically what I do here, right? That's not a big deal. But for everything else, that's a lot of work. At least the first 2 weeks, I'm not going to be worrying about it. My mother-in-law asked me if I could just hop down the steps. I'm like, what? So on my other bad ankle, you want me to hop down the steps? And literally, yesterday, when I came down to the basement, I fell down the steps. With 2 working feet, I fell down the steps because my boot hit the edge, leaving the kitchen, and there's 2 steps down to the basement. My boot hit the edge. I was holding on to the door handle, thank God, because I was closing the door behind me, or else I would have fell into the garbage can, the railing, and a table is what I would have fallen into. But I slammed my elbow against the wall, jarred my ankle, and fell down the step, but not all the way because I was holding on to the door handle. I'm like, and you want me to hop my ass downstairs? Anyway, so I am pre-filming. My surgery is next week. It's April 4th. So it is next Thursday. It is a week from tomorrow. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little freaked out. Your well wishes, your prayers, your thoughts would be awesome, because I've never had surgery before and I am a little freaked out. And then I'm going to be on antibiotics. I'm going to be on pain meds, which I don't do good on pain meds. And then Tylenol after that. So that's my news. My point of this is, if I don't have videos coming out, I'm very sorry, but I've already pre-filmed like 5 yesterday. So I'm doing the best I can to pre-film this week as much as I can, so I can have content for you guys until I could get down here. So that's it. That's what I wanted to let you know. If there's anything that you would like to see me make that I could pre-film for you, let me know. Because I'm struggling. Usually I come up with ideas like every few days I'll come up with an idea. Now I have to come up with multiple ideas. I don't even know how many days of filming would that be. Where's my phone? How many days of filming would that be that I have to come up with videos for? And that means no shorts, no TikToks, because I can't really film those. All right, so I have everything filmed for the end of March. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I would need 28 videos to get me through the 6 weeks. I have like 3. I've pre-filmed, but that's for the end of the month. So I have like 3. This is going to suck. I need to, I figure at least 2 weeks. 2 weeks I'm not going to want to film. So I'm absolutely bored, and then I'll need to do something. And I'll try to do my journal with me's, but I don't know how that'll go. So bear with me, please. Don't unsubscribe. Keep being a subscriber. Bear with me. I'm sorry. This really sucks. Sucks for me too, because crafting is one of my great loves, and not being able to do it for like 6 weeks would really suck bad. So yeah, thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you hanging in. If you made it to the end here, let me know what you think of me getting surgery. Did I make the right choice? Because my reasoning for going with surgery was I need at least one good ankle. That was my reasoning for going through surgery. I need one good ankle. I can't have 2 bad ankles. I need one good one. And that was my reasoning. I don't want to be in a brace on both ankles for the rest of my life. So let me know. What do you think? Did I make the right decision? Did I gross you out with what you're going to have to do to my foot? Because every time I think of it, I said to my boyfriend, I'm like, hey, he didn't tell me. That's my mom. I said, he didn't tell me about having to lengthen. It's written in my, I said, did he mention that when he was going over the surgery? And he goes, yeah, I think he did. I said, did he say how you lengthen? And he's like, no. I'm like, well, there's 2 places you get a bone to lengthen. I said, it said on Dr. Google said either your hip or a cadaver. And he mentioned nothing about getting bone from my hip. So I'm guessing I'm having cadaver bone. I won't know. I'll find out. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you guys in the next video, and just be mindful that after this video, everything except journal with me's, if I can do them, are going to be pre-recorded. And I will be mentioning that in every video I pre-record. Just so you know. And don't forget, just in case, because if you comment down below about something, I'm not going to remember what you're talking about. Is basically my point, and it's why I keep saying it. I will not remember what you guys are talking about. So just a heads up, if you're wanting to say something about something in my video, be specific, because I'm not going to remember. All right, thanks so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great rest of your day.